Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take a walk around the outside of the crater. I kind of want to show you what this looks like. So come around this way, and as you take a look, come on down, and as you take a look, you can actually see where the lip of the crater is. There's a lip to where when it hit, it actually just blew that ground up, and it caused a lip that comes down the other side of the crater. And as we keep going on, come on, and as we keep going around this way, you can see how high this is. This is the front of the impact of the crater, and you can see where it slid in right on the other side. You can see where it slid in. You can see the incline on the inside of the crater. And then if you look straight up, you can see that there aren't any trees, where the meteorite probably came right through those trees down through there. And let's keep walking around the outside of the crater, and you can actually see it made a berm. It made a lip. It was like a hill. It like pushed out the ground as it hit. It probably was a huge hit. It may not have been a very big crater, but I'm sure it was a huge hit. And again, I'm standing down on the bottom of this crater looking up over the lip. You can see the trees still around the outside. There's some vegetation. And let's keep going. I'll tell you what, let's go up and take a look in from this side of the crater. And as you look down into the crater, you can see over on the left where there is the incline into the crater where the meteorite probably slid down into it. And we're going to walk down around the back side of the crater, because what it looks like is that when it impacted, it actually blew these rocks back. It actually blew these rocks into a hill that's probably 4 or 5 feet high. Because I'm about 6 feet tall, and like you can see, it's almost as tall as I am, so it's probably more like 6 feet tall. These rocks came from the inside of that crater. These rocks don't get piled up like this in this national forest. So let's keep going around the outside. Let's take a look at everything else. Also, if you noticed on this crater, see the moss? Moss only grows on the north side of the craters. So, or on the north side of trees and rocks, that's where moss grows. So the crater must have come from the north and came down, hitting it toward the south. And nobody knows how long this crater has been here. It doesn't even look like it's been disturbed by anybody. And if you take a look up, you can see where the slope changes to where the maximum impact is back on this back side over here. You can see where the maximum impact was, because that's where the most rocks are stacked up. That's where the rocks are the highest. So we come around this side, and you can see the rest of this. You can see where it starts kind of leveling out, but the impact must have pushed these rocks up like this. And let's go on over the top. And again, here we are on the top. Here, my camera person is getting bit by horse flies, so that's kind of what's going on with the camera.
I'm not getting bit, I'm getting attacked.
But if you look, there's a plateau right on the top where the rocks probably got blown out evenly, and then around the outside of the crater, you can see where things are kind of open up like this. And again, the incline right through those clear trees that blew right down into the middle. And there could be a crater meteorite still inside this crater. So here we are. This is Mike Bitter, and we're standing in front of this huge crater. It's probably 15-20 feet across, 10 or 15 feet deep in the middle of a national forest. So we're going to let you go for now. We'll let you know what else we find. We're going to look for more craters. This is the third one we found today, and we're sure that there's more of them out here. So from the National Forest with me and my camera person, Seda, talk to you later. Bye.